Hello, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. As you can tell, got a new mic, fellas. I have a new mic here. You can tell. Yeah. Hopefully, it sounds good. I'm not gonna have like an actual mouse until Wednesday. I suppose my wireless mouse is supposed to come here on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, well, have an actual mouse, but until Wednesday, we're gonna have to use my mouse pad, which might cause a little bit of difficulty sometimes, but not too much. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this mic up just a tad bit. Okay, there you go. That should be good. So yeah, so yeah. With that being said, here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna review and grade every 2025 NHL First Round pick. Don't know why it says of. We're gonna do review and grade every 2025 NHL First Round pick. Do that, and we're gonna play some NHL Fantasy Stars. Probably play a simulation game, which I explained that past few days, but I'll explain it again. Well, no, you probably get it. You can probably figure it out too. I might explain it then, but you probably understand it by now at this point. So yeah. That's what we're doing today. Tomorrow, we're going to review all the major free agency signings. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow, and then Tuesday is the start of the shenanigans of the off season. Just doing what we gotta do. So yeah. I'm gonna take a drink real quick, guys. All right. So yeah, all my social medias: X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, my Twitch, Discord, my regular Discord, my Spotify, my website, my American football channel, basketball channel, baseball channel, my USHL discussion Facebook group with about 5.3 thousand USHL fans, another Facebook group with about 1,000 Big Fine Saints fans, paragraph and a half of who I am, one of these podcasts, everything you need to know about this podcast, another paragraph how to contact me if you have any comments, questions, concerns about this podcast, all that much more is in the description of this podcast. Check it out if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you like this podcast, following and Spotify, same thing. Like this episode, if you like this episode in particular, want to see more like it, like and Spotify, same thing. And turn on post notifications to this YouTube channel if you want to know every single time I go live, upload a video, upload YouTube short, a community post, anything like that. So, yeah. That being said, let's get into it here. I did forget to add that we're going to go through NHL news. I think, let's turn this down slightly. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to add that for tomorrow's episode because we are going to go through NHL and USHL news every day. So, NHL news, NHL says USHL news and rumors. Jacob Jobish. I think so you say something like that. Jacob Jobe. You say that. Jacob Jobe re-signed with Montreal to a 2-year, $965,000 per year contract. Gave him like a 9-10 save percentage in the regular season. Played good in the playoffs, like 8 goals saved above expected during the regular season. The great regular season, came in there right away from the college level. I believe it's from college. Yeah, came up, played good regular season, came in the playoffs, had to come in relief for Sam Montboat, who was getting injured. He kind of got injured, not like super bad, but definitely injured enough where he had to leave the game. And then he came in. He had like 881 save percentage. He had underwhelming playoffs. He definitely bailed out Montreal quite a few times in those playoffs, but he also had a bit squeaky goals sometimes in the playoffs, so he's pretty iffy in the playoffs. But what he proved that he's able to do at only 24 years old at this point, might as well get him on a 2-year, $965,000 per year. See what he can do in the next 2 seasons, and then if he's really good, you might give him a little bit more term as your backup behind Mountain-Boat. But if he's gonna play like he did in the playoffs for majority of the playoffs, at least majority of the time that he played, he's probably not gonna get much more term than just this. Salary arbitration has been elected for Buffalo Sabre Bowen Byram and Utah Mammoth Jack McBain, which means that when teams and players can't agree on a contract, a third party comes in and hears both sides of the argument between the team and the player and decides what the player's salary should be. So salary arbitration basically means that like a team, for example, here the Sabres and Bowen Byram can't agree on a contract. So a third party comes in and say, "Hey, what's your argument, Sabres? What's your argument, Bowen Byram?" And then he hears both of those and says like, "Here's what the salary, here's what the contract's gonna look like. Here's what the salary's gonna look like based on both sides of the argument. What I think it should be. It's basically like a last resort if the two teams can't agree on a contract. It's basically a last resort." So this has been called in for Bowen Byram for the Buffalo Sabres and Utah Mammoth very own Jack McBain. So yeah, that's what we got so far. Let me delete this so you don't have to see that. Okay, so yeah, that being said, let's get into draft grading, shall we? Yeah, I think we should. First overall selection, New York Islanders. Matthew. Hello. Oh, we're back. We're back. Okay, I don't know if my microphone is turned off, but we're good. Yeah, first overall selection, New York Islanders select Matthew Schaefer. I gave this an A grade. Yeah, it was a good selection. Like, the prospect pool is really bad, but since they did have Cal Ritchie and Cole Eiserman already in the prospect pool, you had to choose something that you needed to do as a defenseman. Matthew Schaefer, elite skating. He's fast. He has elite edges. He's super elusive. He's agile, and he like glides. He just glides. He just is so seamless when he's skating. He has great vision. He makes a lot of heads up plays. He is very good passer. He is just a very good playmaker with elite skating. He has a good shot on top of that. He also plays good defense. He's off. Why is my mic keep turning off? What are we doing? What's going on here? Okay, anyways. Yeah, he's pretty physical too. He'll lay hits. He's not that small. Like he's got everything. Elite skater, phenomenal playmaker, great passing, super smooth and crisp passing. Great playmaker, has a great shot as well. Can easily quarterback the first power play the Islanders in the future. Could definitely be a number one defenseman of the New York Islanders of the future. He's physical he's not like super physical. He's not no wrecking ball, but he definitely can lay some hits and he can take some hits as well as playing some pretty solid defense. So with that being said, the reason why it's on an A plus is because it wasn't no like steal. Like obviously he's first overall. Sorry about that. He's first overall. We knew who they were gonna get. It's Matthew Schaefer, but it's the best pick that, in my opinion, that they could have made. Very, very good player, Matthew Schaefer there. Number 2 overall. Oh, this is how you spell it, computer. So this is how it's said is spelled on the NHL app, but I guess we'll just do that. I guess. Number 2 overall, San Jose Sharks select Michael Misa. I also gave this an A. Again, it wasn't no steal. They didn't go off the board with a phenomenal player. Number 2 overall, Matthew Schaefer is gone. Michael Misa, by far the best player available at this point. Michael Misa, he's 6'1", just a little bit under 200 pounds. He's just great at everything. He doesn't really have a weakness, but he's not absolutely elite at like anything necessarily. Schaefer's elite skater. Misa doesn't have a trait that he's absolutely elite at, but he's great at everything. Similar to Schaefer, but Schaefer at least has an elite trait, which is his skating. Michael Misa, it's probably the best playmaker of this draft. I mean, you can make an argument for Schaefer, but he probably is Misa. His production in the OHL he's like 2 points per game. He's over 2 points per game. He had an exceptional status in the CHL, right? First overall pick in the CHL draft. His playmaking ability, again, his hockey IQ. Every time he has the puck, it feels like he finds a way to make the right decision. He's fast. He's speedy. He's elusive. He is super high hockey IQ. Phenomenal passer. He has a great shot. Some phenomenal puck handling skills. He's physical. he's not super. Again, he's not a wrecking ball, but he's quite physical and he plays good defense. He's great at everything, but he's not exceptional at anything. But I mean, you could say he's an exceptional playmaker. Like I can make an argument he's an exceptional playmaker. You could say that, but like just such a good prospect overall. By far the best player available at this point. When you get 2 points, yeah, that's that. I think the reason why I keep shutting off is this. This thing is hold up, guys. Hopefully, it saves it a little bit more time. More this time. I don't know. But yeah. So Michael Nisas, number 2 overall Sharks. It's an A. Great. Number 3, Chicago Blackhawks select Anton Frundell. I gave this a B plus. Great pick by Chicago here. He's physical. He'll get in the dirty areas. He'll get behind the net. He'll get in front of the net. He'll get it right in the middle of puck battles. He'll win puck battles. He'll lay hits. He'll take hits. He's very physical against grown men as an 18-year-old. Very impressive. He has a wicked one-timer. His one-timer is ridiculously good. He has a phenomenal shot around. His wrister has a quick release. Very accurate, very powerful. Again, the one-timer is phenomenal. He's a pretty good playmaker as well. Again, he's super physical. I wouldn't say super physical, but he's quite physical. And he's a great defender, so he's really the whole package. His skating is not top tier. I think it's the thing that he could work on is his skating. He's not the fastest player in the world. I would say definitely not the most elusive player in the world, but he's physical. He's a phenomenal one-timer. He has a great wrist shot. He's a great slap shot too. Quite physical and really good at defense. Very good player. Exactly what Chicago needs. I could definitely make an argument for A minus. You know what? I'm actually gonna give it an A minus at this point. I'm going to give it an A minus for Chicago. Kind of already spoiled it here, as you can say. No, I'm going to give it a B plus. There's too much A's up here. There's too much A's, fellas. But Utah. 4th overall, Utah Mammoth get Caleb Deone. From the Moncton Wildcats of the QMJHL, which is one of the 3 leagues in the CHL, if we didn't know. Caleb Deone, A minus pick here. 6'1", about 200 pounds, heads up playmaker, very smart decision maker. He can make good decisions under pressure, make quick, impressive, smart decisions under pressure. Heads up player, can make the right decision 8.5 out of 10 times. It feels like he is a 200-foot player. He plays super well in the offensive zone, keep possession going, super good in the neutral zone, offensively and defensively, and he's super good defender. Gets a stick of in the way of the puck. He won't let your puck handle for very long. He'll hit you. He'll bump you off the puck. He'll poke check the puck off your stick. He's super active in all 3 zones, and you will see when Caleb is in the ice. You'll see him on all 3 zones, and he's very impressive. Exactly what Utah needs. A 6'1", about 200 pound, semi-physical, quite physical, honestly. 200-foot player, high hockey IQ player, which is what Caleb Deone exactly is. And he had the most points in the QMJHL playoffs, a phenomenal playoff run from him to get to the Memorial Cup, which, yes, he lost, but he did good he didn't do that great in the Memorial Cup, but yeah. Number 5 overall, Nashville Predators get Brady Martin. I give it a C+. I do like Brady Martin. He says he replicates his game off of Sam Bennett. He's a wrecking ball. He hits people a lot. He hits them hard. He hits them a lot. Super physical guy. He's pretty good at defense. And he's a pretty decent playmaker, too. He doesn't have quite the offensive upside as a player like James Haggins, who's still available at this point. Porter Martoni's still available at this point. So I would say those 2 people, James Haggins and Porter Martoni, would be better picks. That's why I gave him a C+. But Brady Martin's a wrecking ball with pretty decent offensive upside, but just not quite as high as James Haggins and Porter Martoni. Number 6, Philadelphia Flyers select Porter Martoni. I give a B+ for this. I am quite high in Porter Martoni. Porter Martoni is not the greatest skater in the world. he's not a great skater. Okay, his edges are slow. He's not that elusive. He does have high straight end speed, straight line speed. He's quite fast in straight line, but he's not very elusive. He's not very agile, and he doesn't have the greatest edges in the world. But with the guy of his stature, which is like 6'3", 210 pounds, 215 pounds. He's a big guy. He's not super physical, but he will lay hits and he will win puck battles. He will get in the dirty area. But a guy that size and that much puck skill, he has so much puck skill. His puck handling through the roof. Tight handles, keeps it close to him. Super quick, super fast handles. Gets around the fenceman. Nasty deeks, nasty dangles. He's a great playmaker. He'll make the right decision a lot of times. He's great passes. He also has a good shot. So a player of his size with that much skill, you can rely on that. You can teach skating. You can't teach size. He has the size. He has the skill. He has the puck handling. He has the playmaking. If you can get a good skating coach, work on his skating a little bit, you could get a really high upside player in Porter Martone. He can easily be an 80 to 90 point player in the NHL if he works on his skating a little bit at the NHL level. Number 7, you got the Boston Bruins. James Hagens of the Boston College, A-. Phenomenal pick by Boston here. James Hagens falls to him. You're taking that any day. He is 5'10", slightly undersized. He's not the most physical. He actually gets hit around, kind of, but not a whole lot. He's a pretty good skater. He has really good puck handling, and he makes the right decisions a lot of times. Decision making under pressure is questionable at times, but he makes the right decisions a lot of time. His hockey IQ, his playmaking, his passing, his vision is super high level. His skating is great as well. If he can bulk up a little bit, be a little bit more physical, get his decision making under pressure, and get a little bit of a better shot. Those 3 things right there, he's a high upside player as well, similar to Porter Martone. At 7th overall, this player of this caliber, especially in this week, this is a weaker draft overall. To have James Hagens' caliber, 7th overall in a weaker draft, is quite impressive for Boston, and he is at Boston College. So, and he isn't going to go far, that's for sure. So, A- selection from Boston Bruins at 7th overall in a weaker draft class overall. Number 8, Seattle select Jacob Bryant. I gave this a B-. I love Jacob Bryant. I am high in Jacob Bryant, okay? 120-point player in the... Wait, was it 120 points? I actually think it was. I'm not actually sure. Let me check this real quick. Jake O'Brien. Let me check. I don't know exact point totals. I am searching up on my phone in case you're wondering what I was doing here. 98. So he had 98 points in 66 OHL games. High level playmaker. I'm saying this a lot of time, but this draft class is filled with high-end hockey IQ and playmakers. Jacob Bryant's a perfect example of this. I am high on Jacob Bryant. basically 100 points scored in the OHL in 66 games. High hockey IQ, high level playmaking. He's a good skater. Good shot. He's a little bit undersized, but I wouldn't say he's undersized, but yeah, his defense is definitely lackluster. If he can work on his defense a little bit, that could be helpful. But the reason why it's a B- is because he's a center. The Kraken have so much defense centers. They have so much centers. Shane Wright. Okay, Shane Wright's one right there. Matty Beniers, and they have a bunch more in the system. Matty Beniers and Shane Wright are in the NHL right now, and they got a bunch more in the system. They have very little amount of wings, and they have little amount of defensemen. You still have Radim Merca and Jackson Smith. You said, I have a bunch of centers, but I don't have much wingers. I have little to no defensemen, but you got a player like Jackson Smith and Radim Merca still available here. We're going to go with the center. But the reason also why I didn't give it a C or C plus is because of how high I am on Jacob Bryant. I think he's the best player available at this point. So they said, you know what, screw positional needs. We're going with the best player available at this point. And I understand that fully. So I give it a B-. They didn't need a center. It's the last thing they needed by far. But when you get a player Jacob Bryant's caliber, 8th overall, again, especially in a weaker class, overall, you're going to take Jacob Bryant at this point. So that's why I give him B-, no lower, no higher. Number 9, Buffalo. They ended up picking Radim Merca, which fell from them because they expected Seattle to get them. Buffalo had probably either got Roger McQueen or Jacob Bryant. But you know what? They said, hey, we need defensemen too. So we're going to take Vadim Merkel. He fell to us. He's a big defenseman. He's physical. He's good at defense. He's good. He's a great shot, and he's a pretty decent playmaker. He's all around. He's an all around big defenseman. Again, his skating's a little bit lackluster. He doesn't have that high of offensive upside, but his defensive physical presence, and he has decent offensive prowess. So he's good two-way physical defenseman. We can get it done at both ends of the ice. Number 9 for Buffalo. They'll take that any day of the week. B+ grade overall. Number 10, Anaheim selects Roger McQueen. I gave him a B+ too. He had something going on with his back that made him miss a lot of the season. He's not the greatest skater in the world, but if he can work on his skating, that'd be great because he has a great shot. He has phenomenal puck skills. His puck handling, his playmaking. He's a great playmaker. Again, that's a common theme this draft. Great playmaker, great puck skills. He has a pretty good shot. He's good at defense. He's super physical. Only thing he needs to really work on is, first of all, injury health. He can't really work on that, but he needs to stay healthy as much as he can. He stays healthy and works on that skating. He's a high upside player. He has the potential of being somebody really big in the NHL. But if it works out, it's going to work out big time. But if it doesn't work, that's a top 10 pick right there down the gutter. So let's see how Roger McQueen, pans out. Number 11, Pittsburgh selects Ben Kendall. I give him a C. Way off the board here. I think if they could have got him at, towards top 20-ish range, I would say like 17 to 20 would be better. Top 11, way off the board. Outside the box, Ben Kendall. He's a good player, good top 15 to 20 player, but 11's way too high for him. They could have got a way better player here. I give him a C. Number 12, Philadelphia, Jack Nesbitt. C-. He's okay. Again, top 20 draft player, not 12. Reach too much on Jack Nesbitt here with a much better player like Victor Eklund, Kashawn Atchison, Brandon Coots, for example, still on the board. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Carter Bear is still on the board. Number 13 is Detroit, Carter Bear. Carter Bear, A-. He's super physical. He has high offensive upside. He's severely underrated in the draft class. He, again, like I just said, he's super physical. He's great at defense. He's a good playmaker. He has a good shot. He's well-rounded. He has high offensive upside. He's super physical all at the same time. And Carter Bear fall to 13th, the choice special, again, in a weaker draft class. He's an A- pick, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's what we're getting for Carter Bear. No clue what we're doing here, fellas, but we are, for some reason, hold up. I'm muting this. Yo. Like, why do they keep just turning off? They have to unplug it and plug it back in real quick and, like, wake it up. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, but I have to make it work here. But, yeah. Jack Smith, great skater, okay? Bro, what is going on here? Turn this down, and I'm going to turn that up. Great skater. Great skater, okay? Get that point across. Great skater. Elite edges, He's a good playmaker, good with the puck. He's not super good on defense. He's not super physical, and he doesn't have the best shot, but he's a great skater, good playmaker. Columbus, Zach Werenski is like 28 or 29, so by the time Werenski starts, getting a little bit down, starts progressing a little bit, Jackson Smith will be coming up just about hitting his prime. At 15, Vancouver gets Brandon Coots, B-. Brandon Cooch, he did play for Seattle Thunderbirds, so they'd watch him all year because it's very close to Vancouver. So he's a good player. I like Brandon Cooch, good playmaker, good player, but reason why I gave B minus because you got players like Victor Eklund, Keyshawn Atchison, which is gonna go very soon, but Keyshawn Atchison and Victor Eklund right here for the taking, but decided to take the kid that they watched us all year, know who he is a little bit more than those other two guys, especially Eklund, who played in the Swedish league. So yeah, they said, yeah, we're gonna take the guy that we know, and we're gonna go with that. Good player, but just not the best player available at this point. 16, New York Islanders, the pick that they got from the Noah Dobson trade from Montreal. They got the 16th and 17th overall pick. And then Emil Heineman, obviously, which is a player, but 16th and 17th overall pick from Montreal as part of the Noah Dobson deal that happened, I believe, the day before the draft, or maybe even the day of the draft. I don't remember. Either one of those two. But with the 16th overall pick, which is the first of the two picks, they got Victor Eklund. Victor Eklund, very good player. Wins a lot of puck battles, pretty physical. A good shot, great playmaker. Played with Anton Frundell, set up Frundell a lot of times. Victor Eklund is a very, very good player. William Eklund, who plays for the Sharks right now, high-level prospect himself, his little brother. Very, very good player. I love this pick for Islanders. They're very happy he fell right down to 16. They're going to get that as B+. 17th pick, second of the two picks. John Atchison, also a B+, super physical defenseman. High, just low, high floor kind of guy, Physical, great at defense, can definitely produce offensively. He's a good playmaker. He's a good shot. High floor kind of guy. Worst case scenario is pretty high, honestly, for him. Pretty good for him. Obviously, excluding injuries, that's not good for anybody. But 18th overall, Calgary gets Colorado. I give that a B. He's a center, which are hard to come by. Center, great playmaker. Great playmaker. A player with that good of playmaking and a center. 18th overall for Calgary. Cole Rashny, I'm giving that a B. Great pick from Calgary there. St. Louis, Justin Carbonell, the forgotten forward of the draft. He had a phenomenal shot. He's a pretty good playmaker. And he's pretty good at defense as well. He has the scoring upside. A 19th overall for St. Louis. That's a B grade for that pick. High goal scoring upside. 20 from Columbus. Peter Andreyanov, I say that. C+. Jet Greaves played great in the few games that he played in the NHL, but I could see he was going with goalie. First of all, I don't even think this is the best goalie of the draft. I think Ravensburg is arguably better. But even if you do like him a little bit more, going with a goalie that's not that great, in my opinion, honestly, not top 20 worthy, in my opinion. Going off the board a little bit here, getting a goalie, even though you had Jeff Greaves, which, might not pan out. Columbus needs a goalie, I think. You can definitely make an argument why they would and would not need a goalie, but either way, they did. Going with a goalie of this caliber, which isn't top 20 worthy, at 20th overall for Columbus, I don't think it's that good of a decision, but they do arguably need a goalie, depends who you ask, or a backup option. Jack Greaves doesn't do good, so I give him a C+ for that. 21, Nashville, Cam Reed, B-. Cam Reed's a good player. 21st overall. You can make an argument for B, but I just wanted the B- for Cam Reed here. 22, Bill Zonin. Again, Pittsburgh fumbling this draft here, C+. They picked him way too early. He's a late first round, early second round kind of guy, not 22nd overall worthy, in my opinion. They went off the board, they reached on him, and I don't think it's going to work out very well for them. Ottawa gets Logan Hensler from Wisconsin. His stuff really looked worse because he was on a bad Wisconsin team this season in the NCAA Division I hockey. So, Logan Hensler is a good skater, good playmaker, good, pretty high upside, low floor, but high. I wouldn't say super low floor, but high upside. Right-handed defense, and all also really hard to come by. So I really like this pick for Ottawa. Logan Hensler gets a B grade. Pittsburgh, William Horcroft, B-. Now, see, this is when Pittsburgh starts to kind of, get a little bit of ground. William Horcroft is a good player, especially late first rounder. I give that a B-. Pretty good pick for Pittsburgh. Chicago, Verklev, Nasher Still from Muskegon Lumberjacks, the USHL. B+. He's big, he's physical, he'll lay hits, he can take hits, he'll win puck battles, he get in the dirty area. He has pretty good offense as well. He also won And he just super good. Won the Clark Cup in the USHL. The big part of that team, not only during the regular season, but he was huge in that playoff run. Super physical. Jacket the Blackhawks need. Great pick from Chicago. Gives a B plus. It's also my favorite team. So that doesn't play bias into that, but I do want to say that I like the pick too as a fan of the team. Nashville regularly of Magic Capitals, also from the USHL, back-to-back USHL picks here. B plus. He has high upside playmaking. He's a great playmaker. He has great puck skills. He doesn't play very physical. His defense isn't the greatest. So if he can get a little bit more physical, play a little bit more physical, be a little bit more intimidating, if you know what I'm saying here, play a little bit tighter defense. But his offensive upside is definitely there for Nashville. Getting a player like that, 26 overall, I think it's a good deal. B plus for regular. 27, Landon Lakovich. He's definitely making an argument for a top 20 player, arguably like top 17 player. But he falls all the way to 27 to Washington. It's a B plus pick from Washington. Great deal. I'm telling you, Landon Lakovich. 28, Winnipeg, Sasha. I don't even know how to say that. I'm not even try it. B minus. He's a good player. Not super good, but 28th overall. Not a bad pick from Winnipeg. 29th overall, Chicago, Mason West. A dual athlete. He's going to D1 offers from Mac schools, which is pretty impressive. And he's also getting T1. He's also committed to play with Michigan for the 26-27 season. He's going to play high school football and play for the USHL at the same time this season. And he's going to go to Michigan State for 26-27 season. Chicago said, hey, we're going to trade for Carolina here. We're going to get this pick, and we're going to take a swing on a guy that, if he plays hockey, he's a good, big, physical guy who definitely could be a pretty good middle six player of the future. Or if he doesn't play football, if he doesn't play hockey, whatever, but we might as well take a gamble on a guy with pretty decently high upside. 30, Joshua Ravensburg, in my opinion, the best goalie of the draft class at 30th overall. But, you traded for Askarov, which is a top 3 goalie prospect in the league right now, and then you get a goalie prospect in the first round the next draft. Pretty interesting decision making there. But you know what? Whatever. Not gonna ask much questions. I like Ravensburg, but he's not super. First of all, he's not super spectacular. Second of all, not better than Askarov. Third of all, no point in getting it again when you have Askarov. But B minus, he's a good goalie. 31, Henry, whatever that says. I'm gonna try to say that. B plus though. Henry, very good player. Henry's a very good player. We can make an argument for him going top 25-ish, top 23. Henry's a good player. Fell down the Kings for which would be Edmonton's pick. At 31st overall, you're gonna get that any day. 32nd overall pick, Florida's pick. Calgary gets Colin Potter, B plus. Love Colin Potter. He's a top 3 skater in this draft, arguably. Arguably the best behind obviously Matthew Schaefer, who I talked about earlier, but top 3 skater in this draft for sure. He's a good playmaker. He just high offensive upside with great skater and good playmaking. And he played for Arizona State College this season, so he has college experience. Is always good for a prospect. So now that out the way, let's get to NHL Fantasy Stars now, shall we? It's already a 33-minute episode. Dang. Yeah, we'll only be able to play one simulation game today. I usually do, but definitely no more than one. I not got time for it. I'm gonna go to blank screen real quick. The app's already open, but as soon as I click on it and then show it on the screen, it's gonna say stuff. Open up any. So real quick on my phone. Started ready to go when I get the app. Go over to Let's View. That's the app, by the way. That's the app name. Go to scan the QR code. So I can scan the QR code that's on my computer so I can broadcast. There we go. Is it screen sharing? Wait, it is screen sharing. So hello? It can cooperate? There we go. Okay, yep, okay. Then you go to... Oh, my mouse is not connected. No wonder why I wasn't moving. Yeah, me sees my mouse. We're getting a new mouse on Wednesday. Wireless mouse. Okay. So let me show screen. Click. Okay. So here's what we're doing here. So yeah, let's open up the daily pack here, fellas. Open this up. Fucking Kelly, pretty mid, honestly. Like, actually really mid. Could be worse, though. I've been getting worse than 40 coins. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Whatever. We aren't complaining here. We ain't gonna be the ones to complain here, are we? Simulation game. Basically, just here's my fantasy lineup. The team card doesn't play effect in the simulation game, by the way. It does an actual game if they win, but you can't get points in the simulation game for it. Only like if it's a real game, a real fantasy game here, but it's not. It's just simulation, you know. Oh, the season's out. Let's go. Entry, 250 coins. Dang, bro. I don't think I'm going to do that yet just because I don't have enough coins. We're just going to play now to start, and then as soon as we get more coins, I'll go to the season. We'll start with rookie, 50 coins, build up coins in the rookie, then go to pro, and then build up coins from that. Okay, so, oh my god, this guy's 93 and 45. He's number 10 ranked in the leaderboard. I don't. This is just rookie leaderboard, but still, this guy's crazy apparently. Yep. I lost by 2 points. Oh, so I can skip now. That's sick. I love that. I lost by 2 points though. I love that. We can skip. So never mind. We can play more than one. W's. I'm not spending 200 coins in them. Y'all gonna have to go out. Like, that's tough. Something just have to happen, man. So what? Granlund was out. Would be the best player. Rodis is out of contract as well, so I put McMichael in. Best left winger. Granlund's out of contract, so put Jamie Benn. Let's not lose this time, guys. Let's just not lose this time. Can we do that? Thank you very much. Be great. Greatly appreciated here, guys. This guy's 4-8, 2,268 rank. I'm 2,335. 36 record. We gotta lock in, chat. We won 68-32. I would take that as a win. Okay, so Batherson. Hold up. Batherson and Wallman. Niederreiter is going to go in for Batherson. And Mikkola is going to go in for Wallman. We won that game. We're 1-1 today, guys. 1-1 today. Head to head. Okay. 1-1 today, guys. Gonna go to rookie. Finding opponents. Okay, this guy's 42 and 39, 554 rank. I'm 2,111. So with that being said, we gotta win. If we win this guy against this guy, crazy. Yep. And we lost 23-63. Okay. That never happened, guys. You know what? Okay, so this is our third game of the day, guys. Go. Got 16 and 12. 327. Why am I playing the best players in the rookie league? What? Why? Just why am I playing the best players? This guy's name is literally best. Like, what are we? And I beat him 62-43. You know, maybe I'm the best besides the people I lost to. But that's not the point, okay? I might just be the best. Third best, maybe. Okay, so Cam Fowler is expiring contract. And you know what? We're not resigning. On stage is going to S.11. I think Faber. I played Faber with a couple of games. I think I played like 2 or 3 games with Faber, so he might be pretty close to expiring too. This skip feature is so cool, dude. I actually feel like playing it sometimes. This guy's 73 and 29, 13th ranking rookie. This guy's got Connor McDavid. This guy is Connor McDavid, John Tavares, Zach Hyman, Seth Jones, Donald Nerth, and Mark Stone. Why am I playing this guy? This guy already has 9 points. Oh my god, this guy already has 11 points. I just lost 131-42. No, I gotta take a picture of that. That is criminal. That gotta take a screen. That is just criminal. That is bad. Why am I playing Connor McDavid? Why am I playing against Connor McDavid? Panthers are out of contracts. Yeah. So we're throwing what team did they put in? The Knights or the Capitals? The Knights. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I'm just playing the best players in the world, so I'm just losing coins. I'm playing the best players in the world, literally McDavid. Okay, this guy is 6-21. See, this is winnable. He's got Brett Howden in his lineup, Dmitry Orlov. Okay, he's just a Hurricanes. He's just a Caniac, and then Howden just kind of there. Yep, and I lost to him. Okay, you know what, guys? What are we doing? How did I lose to a guy who's 6-21? Something like that. I think he was 6-21, something like that. But that's not the point. He was really bad. I just lost to him. Stupid. And now Jamie Benn. Oh my god. Guys, we are in I think. I'm 3-9 in rookie, 1-0 in pro. I think we should go pro, but if I lose, I'm cooked. But if I win, we're not cooked. You know what? We're going all in, and it's probably not gonna go very well because I can't even win in rookie, let alone pro. This guy's 7-13, so actually we're good. We're fine. Yeah, they have that good of a team. It seems actually pretty bad. I think my team, my freaking bench is in. We won 38-34. That's why we go all in, baby. 270 coins back to the bank. That's what we need. And then McMichael and Lundell are both out. Centers are out. But one's flex. So. I don't really want to use another center if I don't. Like, this team is so bad. Because all of my coins buy new contracts and my good players because they're all freaking 200 coins per 3 games. And I have 366 coins in the bank. You see the problem? I think we're going veteran, honestly. Like, I'm gonna lose, but like, if we win, that's gonna be crazy for my. Okay, and it's got 77-71. Oh my. This game sucks. Yeah, this game sucks. I'm gonna rip my eyes out. If I lose here, I literally have 16 coins. I don't even have enough to play a rookie one, okay? We gotta win here. This is probably gonna be one of my last ones. I mean, it literally is my last one if I lose here. But if I win, I'll probably keep playing. And then we lost. Okay. That. Oh, I'm supposed to get coins, and I'm telling you, I'm not spending no money on that. Oh, no. But it says I have 300 coins here, but how do I have 300 coins now? It might just give me 300 coins after I start. I feel bad for you. I'm just gonna give you 200 coins. You know, I think that's what it is. I might also sell players. See if I have duplicates. If I have any duplicates, you're getting sold. You're getting sold. Okay, so it should be quick sell. There you go. That's what I was like. There should be a sell option here, but yeah. All these players that I would never want to play. Like Simon Benoit. Why would I ever want to play him? Parker Kelly, get out of here. I'll take my 10 coins. DeMello, I'll keep. You can go and you can get. That's 60 more coins worth to the bank for some of those guys. Cole Perfetti is a duplicate. That's why. See, now I have 76. Do I have 300 or do I have 76? Probably have 76. I should have just not sold him because I would have had 300. I promise I don't want to lose coins. Okay? It might look like it, but I don't. You know what? That's my last match of the game. Last game of the day. Yeah. Yeah, hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Yeah. yeah, I just hope you enjoyed. It was a good podcast. W podcast. It was like 45 minutes at this point. Like at the point I this right here, it's probably gonna end up being like 46 and a half. So sick. Sick. So, but yeah. Let's go to the top because it's like kind of like a cinematic ending. Over, never mind. Okay. Yeah, but hope you enjoyed this podcast. It was a W podcast. Have a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time you're watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this podcast, following Spotify, same thing. Like this episode. Like this episode in particular. Like in Spotify, same thing. And turn post notifications on YouTube channel for I know every time I do like anything on this YouTube channel. So yeah, let me do that, please. I hope you enjoyed. Check what episode it is. I kind of forgot, guys. I think it's 25. I think it's 25 today. I think you're watching episode 25 right now. Yes, you are watching it until 25. Yeah, episode. Wait, what? Yesterday's episode 42. Dang. Yeah, I didn't even notice that yet. Not episode 42. It was 24 yesterday. That's my fault. I'm updating that right now on all of my platforms. Episode 42, season 11. There's not even 42 episodes in the season. It's 40. Okay, so let me go to Facebook. Last thing here. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed today's episode 25 of season 11. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 26 of season 11 when I review the big free agency signings. And then that's about it. That's all I'm doing tomorrow. So, probably some NHL Fantasy Stars. If I actually have coins to spend and stop losing to players who are 6-31. Or stop playing Connor McDavid, John Tavares, and Mark Stone, Zach Hyman. That'd be nice too. Either I'm playing Connor McDavid, or I'm playing the worst players in the game, and I still find a way to lose because I have my fifth stringers in because I have no coins to buy contracts. And then I get veteran because I have 350 coins to spend. You know what? I'm gonna spend 300 of my 350 coins on veteran, and then I lose to somebody who's not even good, and then I have no coins, and then I spend the rest of my coins on rookie, and I lose to an even worse player. I think I'm gonna retire from NHL Fantasy Stars officially. I think it's about. I think it's about the day that I think I retire from NHL Stars and just stick to real life hockey. Like fantasy, like ESPN fantasy, gone. NHL Fantasy is gone. I'm done. Actually, I'm not done. It's addicting, but okay. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's episode 25 of season 11. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 26 of season 11 when I review and grade the major free agency signings. And then probably play some NHL Fantasy Stars because I'm addicted. So yeah, with that being said, see you guys tomorrow for that. Have a great night, evening, morning, whatever. A 48.5-minute episode podcast. Yep, see you. There's a W1.